In this tutorial, I'll show you how to get more out of the metrics you're already tracking by creating custom reports. The power of this section is that it allows you to display changes in data over time in a line graph, then compare that data to previous time periods, other properties, or even multiple employees. To begin, click on the Reports link. Let's create a new report to display our rooms sold metric and compare this performance for the last 3 time periods. Click on Add Report. For name, type Rooms Sold by Month, prior 3 periods. Choose the Rooms Sold metric from our Daily Numbers metric group. Set Breakdown to None. It should be noted that if you set the field to break down by property or employee, the Compare To options below will be disabled. For time period, select Current Month. Set the Compare To field to previous 3 time periods. Click Save Report. Once you save the report, it will automatically display the results on your screen. For our prior time periods report, note the green, orange, red, and blue buttons at the top for each of the time periods. You can click on them to hide or display a time period being reported. Below the graph and to the right, you can click on the Days and Weeks buttons to increase or decrease the number of data points respectively. If you mouse over a plotted point, the value and date will be displayed. At the bottom, you'll see a table with all of the data behind the report being displayed. Now, let's create another Rooms Sold report, but this time we'll set it to break down by property so you can compare the performance of each for the time period we select. Click on Add Report. For name, type Rooms Sold by Property 1/1 through 6/30. Choose the Rooms Sold metric from our Daily Numbers metric group. Set Breakdown to By Property. For the time period, select Custom. This will add beginning and end date selectors. Set the left begin date to January 1st, 2014, and the right end date to June 30th, 2014. Click Save Report. When this report loads, you'll see a few different options. At the top, you'll see colored buttons for each of your properties enrolled in the dashboard. Like the previous report, clicking on these buttons will either hide or display them. Below the graph and to the right, you'll have the same Days and Weeks buttons to display more or less data points, but you'll also have a stacking button so you can stack data for each property. This unique view can provide some amazing insights. Below the graph and to the left, you also have week, month, quarter, and year buttons to change the period being displayed. If you want to make a tweak to a report currently being displayed, just click on the report name at the top to display the Edit Report page, then make your changes and save it. You can edit or delete reports from the Reports page by mousing over a report and clicking on the appropriate button. This concludes our 5-part Getting Started series of tutorials. You should now have a decent handle on how to build various custom reports and get more out of your metrics. If you have any questions, we're here for you. Send us an email at support@LodgingMetrics.com, schedule a call or a demo at LodgingMetrics.com/demo, or give us a call at 404-594-4484.